Jason, welcome to Southampton. This is the sunny bit of England, by the way. Okay, this is the sunny south coast. I wanted to ask you, first of all, how frustrating is this ongoing weather situation, and what is the fitness situation in terms of your team? Anything to report on those issues?
Well, it's a little disappointing not obviously being able to play. Today was our last day to practice, and you can see by the weather we're not able to get outside. But again, it's beyond our control. With regards to injuries, I guess we'll make our final determination tomorrow morning, just giving everybody the best chance to just recover well and be, eligible for selection.
And I wondered to myself, will some of your players be especially keen to be hitting boundaries against Jofra Archer?
It's an interesting question. Sure, the rivalry will be there. It's obviously been something that's been talked up in the press and the media. And yeah, we're all looking forward to the challenge against England. I don't want to limit it just down to Jofra. But yeah, we're looking forward to this game against England.
Can you give us an update on Andre Russell and his knee?
Yeah, he's progressed nicely over the last couple of days. He's just one of those guys who we give him as much time as he possibly needs. So it all boils down to how he wakes up tomorrow morning and feels.
You talked a little bit about using him in short spells. Against Australia, he bowled a 5-over spell before he went off hobbling. Was that just a bit too long, that spell?
Probably, hindsight, it's probably a little too long. But yeah, he was going well in that game. I kept asking him, how he felt. He said, well, one more skip. So it's hard to deny him.
Jason, we've just heard that Mark Wood is an injury doubt for tomorrow. He's got an issue with his ankle. He obviously had a fantastic time against you over the winter. Is it good news if Mark Wood doesn't play?
Well, you're just giving me news myself. I'm not familiar or didn't know if I wasn't aware that Mark was injured. But yeah, again, we're looking to play against England. It doesn't matter who England puts on the park. We've just got a role to play. We've just got to beat England. It doesn't matter for me who we're playing against.
And just looking back on that series that we just played over the winter, Chris Gayle obviously had a phenomenal time out against England, enjoyed batting against them very much. Is he looking forward to having another day out against them?
We all are. We all definitely are. Sure, Sheldon is looking to salute as well. But yeah, we're looking forward to this situation. It's a very important game for us. Every game in this World Cup is very important. But having a washed-out game in the last encounter against South Africa, we're just looking forward to getting on the park. Hopefully the weather stays away and we can get a good game.
Will Sheldon have a nice special salute for Trevor Bayliss?
I don't think it'll change, man. That's just Sheldon. I guess Trevor just have to learn to accept it.
What have you made of what you've seen of Jofra Archer?
I've seen Jofra over the years. He's obviously a Barbadian. He's grown up in Barbados playing cricket. So what I'm seeing for Jofra doesn't surprise me. He's one of those guys who's always had that ability and that talent. Just unfortunate how things went in terms of his decision making. But he's a good talent.
Would he make it into your team?
He's English, so no.
When you see Jofra tearing in to bowl in an England shirt, do you feel proud that he's performing that way on the international stage, or do you feel frustration?
As I said before, he's English. It's something I just can't control. So I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to get flustered over it. Our role in this World Cup is to play against England in this game tomorrow, and our role is just to beat England. I'm not going to get here and just narrow it down to Jofra or Chris Gayle or whoever else. West Indies is playing England tomorrow. West Indies would like to beat England tomorrow.
It will obviously be a talking point because, as you say, you've grown up playing with him, I guess, and against him now. But do you have any concerns about other players that might take the same route that he's taken?
I don't think this is a forum now to be discussing it. As I said before, I just want to keep it strictly towards the game tomorrow, West Indies versus England, and I think we just want to cover all three departments in terms of batting, bowling, and fielding. I think we've gone really well with the ball so far in taking no ball wickets. I'm bowling two teams out in the games that we've played. I think in terms of our fielding, we could definitely touch up there. But I think generally over the last couple of months, if you look at our fielding overall, we've improved a lot in this World Cup so far. And as a batting unit, we just had a blunder against Australia, so just need to, if we get ourselves back into that situation, just need to take a little bit more responsibility and take the games home. But having said that, I wouldn't sit here now and just discuss anything else rather than as opposed to the game.
What did you learn from playing against England in the winter? Obviously a 2-2 series draw, so you have the measure of them in a couple of games. But do you learn anything from maybe in terms of rotating strike, for example, because you obviously got the power hitters, but are there any things that you feel you can improve on to make sure you get the edge in this World Cup game?
I think there's always room for improvement. You know, as I said before, we can always take responsibility as batters to see games through, you know, bat very deeply. As I said before, we've always asked the top 4 batsmen to go down to the 45th over and, you know, give ourselves a chance and other guys support them. And, you know, having said that, I think we've done a lot of great things over the last couple of weeks as well. As I said before, our bowling has been really good. You know, you're seeing young O'Shane Thomas coming late, Sheldon, and, you know, practically all our bowlers have been putting up their hands and doing a fantastic job. You know, it's just for them to continue that, you know, stay fit and healthy, and then for our batters to keep going. I just think it's a situation over a long period of time with this tournament. You know, you just got to keep your form going, and you just got to keep hungry for success and keep churning out runs. You know, that's all I can ask for.
Jason, your team is massive. I mean, there's a lot of big guys in that team, isn't it? Is that something that you'd use? Do you feel like you can use that to your advantage in games? Not necessarily against England tomorrow, but just generally, does that give you an advantage because you've got that physical presence on the field?
You mean a physical fight, or?
You know, just in terms of getting in the opposition's faces and being sort of, you know, having that presence?
Well, I think the brand of cricket that we've been playing so far in this World Cup, you know, you kind of know what to expect of West Indies now. For us, we're not going to back down from the challenge. You know, most of our guys are always up for the challenge, and it's just a matter for us to be smart. I don't think there's anything else to be said. You know, just be smart and play the brand of cricket that we want to play.
Jason, you didn't win that many one-days between the World Cups, and obviously you played really well against England, and you know, a lot of people were talking about coming into this tournament. What's gone right over the last few months that maybe wasn't going right for you guys before then?
We've been getting wickets. I think previously we haven't been getting wickets in the middle. We've always got wickets with the new ball, but previously we haven't been able to get wickets in the middle overs, and it's been a talking point over the last couple of months in one-day cricket. And, you know, in this tournament we've been able to get wickets in the middle overs, which has definitely broken the back of most teams. You know, I think if we continue in that vein, you know, we'll definitely be a force to reckon with. But we just got to take it game by game. You know, this game against England, as I said before, is a very, very important game, and, you know, we've just got to dot all of our I's and cross our T's.
Does that mean specifically you've been trying to attack more in those middle overs than you did over the last couple of years?
I think all the teams have. You know, I think we've now got the luxury of having, you know, some quick bowlers, some very, very aggressive bowlers as well. So, you know, you can tend to give up a few runs looking for wickets, and I just think that's the nature of one-day cricket recently. You've got to get wickets. If you don't get wickets, you know, you could be chasing a lot of runs.